2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hello, everybody. This is Ethan with the Bruhcast, along with my co-hosts Oliver, Ogis, and Alec. And Alec is finally back from his little break last week.
Yep.
So let's get into this.
Yeah. So
how
how
are
you
you boys doing?
I've been
Pretty good.
Just today's been really gloomy, and I just been feeling really groggy for the last. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I did my hair for the first time in 3 weeks.
Wait, what did you do your hair?
I combed it for the first time in 3 weeks.
Oh.
No, like I washed it. I just actually decided to do it today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not wash my hair for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that'd be kind of disgusting.
That'd be disgusting.
All those oils.
Yeah. So, has anybody, I don't know, I might be the only one facing this problem. My sleep schedule has been absolutely destroyed.
Oh yeah.
I am falling asleep at 2 a.m. and waking up at 11 a.m.
Yeah, no, that's about
That's
right.
pretty much normal for me.
Yeah,
like,
same.
Outside of
My parents are
all
getting on my
this.
case about it. It's kind of annoying, but it's whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like going to bed after my parents have woken up, and then I get up at like 3 p.m.
Yeah, but I think I'd probably get like. My parents would probably roast the shit out of me if I did that.
Alec has turned into Grant.
Yeah, you are basically Grant. Grant like has
doxing Grant's sleep schedule now.
I think Grant like woke up at 5 p.m. once, I think, and he like sent me a good morning snap.
Good morning.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
champ move.
That is a champ move.
Yeah. So, when it comes to video games, because like the entirety of the last podcast was that Battlefront 2 just got its last update.
I am really sad. I was going to talk about this a bit, actually. I am genuinely sad about it. It definitely didn't sound like a DICE move. I think it was more of EA that mandated, because even it seemed the developers were surprised that they had to cut off the support, since like I think I don't know if you guys knew that they relaunched the game with the Celebration Edition. The EA CEO said like it performed beyond expectations in terms of sales, but then now they're just cutting it off. And even Battlefield 5 got cut off in such a short amount of time too. So
that's super weird to hear that they both just got cut off for no reason.
yeah, it's sad. I mean, Battlefield 5, I think at least it had its fair share of issues from what I heard. But Battlefront 2 was probably the strongest it's ever been, and then now like we can't this like update.
I'm just saying this seems more like a move. This seems more concerning actually than sad in respect, because it just seems like EA is not going to be doing anything now except for getting Origin to bug me all the time and pop up at the most random times whenever. That is the worst problem I have right now.
Yeah, for sure. I've been hearing some tinfoil hat theories that like I think they just want all of DICE to work on the next gen Battlefield, which I'm like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, they're trying to focus on everything, but like at the same,
they're behind.
They're behind. I think that's what I've been
They're
hearing.
behind. That would make sense.
Yeah. Also, another theory is that like they didn't want to give the devs like the resources for working at home. That's why this recent update was delayed by a month. So I don't know.
Sounds like EA. Cheap moves and terrible business well, not terrible business ideas, but terrible gamer ideas.
Gamer ideas. No, I mean I respect DICE help. Like I mean those devs are awesome. I've had so much respect, like how they pretty much for the most. I mean, even though they had limited resources due to the fact that EA pulled a bunch of their devs, they I think they did their best with like how they were able to implement the content and everything in Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good job. I mean, this last update, I'm not gonna lie, it felt like it was a good update, but it felt really rushed. Especially since, we were talking about today 5,000 kills to get that new Darth Maul skin.
Oh yeah.
That was ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, I'm like,
To me, it feels a little bit disappointing for the last update, but I guess I kind of understand.
Yeah, those are my thoughts.
I haven't jumped into it yet, so that'll be a fun thing to do. Hopefully
Especially since all the new consoles are coming out.
That's
like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think they're moving development to Battlefield 6.
That's why they're just working on development for all the games that are going to come out on that.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that.
But the thing that sucks is that there's not even a Battlefront 3 in development apparently. Like there's like no plans for one. Like so we might not even get a Battlefront 3 like ever.
Well, EA might
It's
just
a
be
cursed
keeping things
game.
under the cover.
Hopefully, I'm hoping
Right.
that's the case.
That sounds like something EA would do. Would just jump out and surprise us with a new game.
I really hope so. I mean, if they do make Battlefront 3, they got to go like balls to the walls with like what they add.
And they'll somehow make a disappointment.
I don't know. We'll see. At first, I mean, Battlefield 1. Keep in mind was at first.
There's this trend I absolutely hate, and that is coming out with like these big companies coming out with a unfinished game. Like when we see No Man's Sky, that was made by Hello Games. They were not big back.
Yeah, they're an indie studio.
All those promises that they made back in 2014. Yeah, it seems a little scummy at the beginning, but they worked on it, and they're a smaller studio, so they didn't have the budget to do that.
Right.
Well, when EA does this crap, I mean, they are a massive multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah, they really shouldn't.
You would think that a company with that kind of resource would be able to make a full-on finished game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because like in like the fact, and I mean, Battlefront 2 was a good game. Don't get me wrong, but it definitely felt like it could use more devs because there were some times like the content droughts were like, really bad. Back when Capital Supremacy dropped, I remember when they released the Conquest mode, it only came with one map in the Clone Wars. And we had to wait like a month each for like another map from the game to get ported to the mode.
Yeah, original Battlefront 2, 2017 Battlefront 2 when it dropped in 2017 was not.
Yeah, that was
pride and accomplishment.
Oh god, that was really bad.
I feel like people also just want to be mad at what's popular. I feel like people are a little too harsh on EA.
I would agree with that, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, like, for example, what their decision with canning Battlefront 2, I mean, it makes no sense because it's going to be 2 years anyway till the next, Battlefield because they already confirmed that, and now they're like canning 8, and Battlefront 2 is like at the highest it's been, and with everyone staying in with quarantine, they could probably gotten more sales.
Did you say that popular things are hated? You mean like Fortnite bad, Minecraft good?
And Fortnite's not a bad game either. I mean, I'll just throw that out. It's not my type of game, but it's not a bad game. They've done a really good job with all the content and stuff. And like,
I think we brought up Fortnite in like almost every podcast now, even if it's just like a one-off line. I feel we definitely brought it up one episode where I was talking about my dubs in Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I feel like because like I know people that especially with the sports games and EA getting hate for them. I know people that play the NBA 2K games, and a lot of them are just pissed at it and started playing the EA versions of NBA games. It's like, wow, so I guess you really don't hate EA. You just hate whichever one is popular.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. I mean, I heard 2K was a lot of
games, at least in the like the online multiplayer versions, they are nothing but gambling simulators.
Yeah, really.
Except you don't win money on it. You just win like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I think the games are like very well made. I think the sports games, like in terms of like the gameplay and the mechanics, are very well made. It's just the whole microtransactions part and all that. That's just
I think people are always mad about microtransactions, and the other thing is they don't change that much. But I'm curious as to what people actually think is going to change besides rosters and stuff. Like, how much can you change with a year of development?
That's what I mean.
See, it's not the thing in sports games that they add into the game, because I mean, like, there's not a whole lot you can add within a year of development.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that in the past like 6 or 7 years, they've been taking things out of the game.
Yeah, that's a big. That's
play Madden 2009, 2010. Play those Madden games, and then play Madden 19 or Madden 20, and you will see how bare bones Madden 19 and Madden 20 feel. Even I could pull out Madden 04 and Madden 19 and Madden 19. The only reason I play Madden 19 is just because it's easier, and my PS2 doesn't like. My PS2 isn't like. It's like playing roulette with if it's going to be on or off. But I would much rather play Madden 04. I just like the mechanics of the game better, and I think there's a lot of nice added features into the game that Madden 19 just lacks.
I remember Madden 25. That was like the anniversary game they made back in the day. That was really good too. I remember that game. But yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like EA gets a little too much hate.
I agree. I honestly,
it should be aimed all at Bethesda at this point.
I'd say more. Activision. I think Activision gets away with a lot more in terms of like.
Yeah.
I think in terms of microtransactions, if we had to really point fingers on which I think the company's like worse in terms of that, it'd be probably definitely. I would say it's definitely Activision. I mean, I think Modern Warfare is a good game.
Blizzard.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I've already said like anti-Chinese government things on here. We're not getting the Chinese checks anytime soon.
Yeah, rip. I know, right?
Well, you guys might, but I probably won't. Probably not Alec.
No, they're like if it's by association. If you said it, then I won't get it, unfortunately. So
Unless you start your own channel in that case. And
I think I'll just do that. I miss my Chinese shill checks.
There have just been so many rabbit holes I've been going down, and just people who have been going into the Chinese market wholeheartedly. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Bart Baker back in the day.
Not
You
sure.
guys remember Bart Baker?
Heard of him, but.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, he made these, like, parody songs. They were kind of...
Oh, yeah. I remember
Yeah,
him.
but now he's selling out to the Chinese market. And all he does now is make Chinese TikToks, essentially.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's wow, how he has fallen. I feel so bad. It's just he does nothing but that now, and he looks so miserable doing it, even though he says that he loves China and all that. It just, you can see he doesn't.
Hey, now, you can, if you like enough stupid videos on TikTok, they'll give you more of a meme stream and less of a thought stream, but you got to be committed.
I'm not going to be committed to TikTok. I'm sorry. It's just...
I'm sorry, man. I can't. I'm not.
I downloaded it, and, you know, for the first about 3 days, it was just straight thoughts in my feed. But after I liked enough dumb memes, they decided that that's not what I was into, and started showing me memes.
I found the right way to do it is to just type in edgy, scroll through it, and you'll find a lot more dumb memes in it. The only reason I know that is because my girlfriend kind of made me get TikTok, so that way I could just have her send.
Oh, that's cute. When are you two
Nice
gonna make your
one.
TikTok
Nice
channel,
one. That's
Ethan?
great. What?
When are you two gonna make your TikTok channel? I'm excited.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes.
Expect that tomorrow. 2 minutes TikTok.
That's fantastic. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what you come up with, Ethan.
I can't wait to make TikToks that cater exclusively to the Chinese market.
I'm excited for that too.
Oh, I'm playing on Scarif right now.
Oh, you are? How are you finding the
Great-looking
map? Oh, it's a good map?
What?
How are you finding the map?
Yeah, it's a good map.
I think they
I'm
also
just playing single player.
decent.
So we were talking about sports games. So let's transition into sports. Alec, did you watch the draft?
I did. As a Dolphins fan,
How do you feel as Dolphins?
I'm not happy they took Tua.
Ooh.
I don't like the precursing injury.
Yeah.
I would have rather had Justin Herbert,
Really?
but at the same time,
Justin Herbert is like one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks. You want to hear my hot take? Might be
Sure.
freezing cold in a couple of years, but I think Justin Herbert is the next Mitch Trubisky or Jameis Winston.
See, the only thing I know about football is a big man go boom,
tackle.
go tackle, yeah. And I'm like,
see, the rest of the Dolphins draft, I think they did really well.
Oh.
Yeah, they did.
Besides
They
the
did.
Tua choice.
I like their picks, and being a Jaguars fan watching the draft, it was great seeing players that we're going to trade away in 4 years. It's nice seeing new Saxonville that we're going to have in like 2020. Also, if you hear like some noises in the background on my mic, it's the sump pump going off because it's raining like crazy for anybody who doesn't know.
yeah, it is.
I'm confused at how Bears fans think they're going to be great next year.
I mean, I don't think their picks were bad. I just think that they were like...
They just didn't have any.
They just didn't have any first-rounders, and that's the problem. They had 2 second-rounders, and I mean, if they pan out, it'll be great, but they don't have any O-line.
Still don't have an O-line. And they blew money on another quarterback.
We blew money on Nick Foles, and being a Jaguars-Bears fan, seeing him on the Jaguars, there's a reason why they traded him. The Jaguars got a steal on that trade.
Yeah, wait, Bears got a new quarterback?
Yeah, his name is Nick Foles.
Interesting.
Big Richard Nicholas.
Big Richard Nick.
How is he as a quarterback?
He won a Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Okay. I
He
swear.
hasn't played a full season though. He is the most. He's considered like the greatest backup.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say, Alec?
Probably.
Yeah, he's the greatest backup.
That's an
Except
interesting
for
title.
what's his name on this Taysom Hill.
Well, Taysom Hill's just the greatest. He's just.
He's just the greatest of all time.
Yeah. Never mind. That's Nate Peterman. It's Nate Peterman.
I hope Tua ends up like a Michael Vick that doesn't do bad things with dogs.
What?
He's a lefty too, so
Yeah, he is. I mean, like, if you saw him during the draft, his family looked so ecstatic to see that he was drafted. Dude, his dad looked like he was about to beat him for not being drafted #1 overall. I have a good feeling
Wow.
that Tua would have played through his broken arm because he is ambidextrous. He can throw with his left and his right hand.
Holy crap.
But I mean, like, honestly, I would have figured that he would have played to avoid his dad's beating, because that's just like the biggest meme around Tua is that his dad beats.
Oh my god.
That's pretty messed up. But I do not
Jesus.
care.
So, I mean, do you think? I mean, we'll probably have the football season happen this year, probably, right, guys? I mean, they were able to
They're
do.
talking about it being a possibility of it being delayed again.
How about how
did you hear about what the MLB is gonna do?
What are they
What
going
are they
to do?
gonna do?
I heard today that they were gonna make like 3 divisions
What?
based on location, and they're gonna only play their divisions starting in like either June or July.
Ooh.
They're gonna only play people in their 3 division setup, and then they're gonna have an extended postseason. So like Sox and Cubs would be in the same division for 1 year.
That is so weird. I
That's odd. I don't know how that's going to work out. I mean, again, I'm a very casual sports
cannot.
watcher.
That just seems
Yeah, but-
that just seems almost like improbable.
I don't know.
Because if you think about all the teams that are on the East Coast and how spread out all the teams are on the West Coast, how are you going to divvy that crap up?
That logistics is going to be really weird.
Well, and there's gonna be no fans.
Yeah. That's
Oh
true.
yeah.
Mm,
Oh man, that's gonna. Yikes!
yeah.
But they're gonna play at their home stadiums.
Ooh, okay.
Just everybody vibing outside of the home stadiums.
Yeah, you remember it when the White Sox played Baltimore during the riots. There was just a bunch of Orioles fans at the gates holding signs.
What?
I remember that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
There was no fans in the stadium.
But say if the football season gets delayed, how long do you think you're going to delay it to?
Who knows? I mean,
No one knows at this point how long anything's gonna get delayed for.
I'm just like
Yeah.
so scared of how
Like,
uncertain.
we could be talking about how long checking out Chicago is gonna be delayed for.
but we don't know. Yeah. I'm
But
just
for anybody wondering, we're optimistically hoping for June or July.
hopefully, yeah.
yeah.
You know, if we can get more of our live action stuff out.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then we, I guess, can throw a little thing. We're going to try to transition to a live action podcast once these restrictions have been
Yeah.
lifted. So,
I mean, hopefully we could actually try and do an outdoor podcast where we all kind of like meet up and stay 6 feet apart because we're not infected.
I don't know about that. Here's the thing. I mean, keep in mind if
In
they
a hot tub 6 feet apart.
hot tub 6 feet apart.
That's exactly what I was implying there.
That's the thing that sucks. Is just everything's so like uncertain now. You know what I mean? I mean, God knows how. Like,
No, 1 out of 4 people in this podcast have COVID. I don't have COVID.
I don't have COVID.
I don't have it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Alec.
The person above me in the general.
My neighbor had COVID
Oh my God. Are you serious?
across the street. His whole family had it.
Jesus.
Oof.
They got over it in 3 days.
Okay, that's good.
Didn't even go to a doctor.
Some people get over it in 3 days, and then there was a news story of someone who took 52 days to get over COVID.
Yeah, it's like it just depends on your
Some
immune system.
6-month-old baby just got over it.
Wow. That makes me hopeful, at least, that maybe, oh, things might get back to normal soon. I just miss the normalcy.
I
of things.
hope so.
I'm more of a open up sooner rather than later because I
Me
mean,
too.
like, let's be fair.
Well, I just
Yeah.
I feel like we should go at least one more month. That's my thing.
I'm
And
hoping
like
that's what I'm-
slowly open things up. We
There's-
can't do it like all right away.
I
but
agree. Yeah.
You
for
guys
sure.
know what's happening with the U.S. food market right now?
What's going on with that?
So, I mean, I sent it in the chat. On
Oh
Instagram,
yeah.
But the U.S. meatpacking plants, about 80% of them are closed right now, and so the U.S. government is essentially telling farmers to throw out all of their stuff while they're waiting,
Jesus.
because the only people that can process milk are these and meats are meat packing plants and the pasteurization facilities, and since they're not open, they're telling everybody to stop pasteurizing this stuff. But the U.S. has apparently been in the U.S. has apparently been in talks with third world countries about importing food from there, or using the reserves, because the food supply chain is actually breaking down due to all these places being closed.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Don't you find it kind of weird that the only things that are open are places that we need for survival and places that the government makes money?
I mean, they're government services. I mean, they have to stay open because some people have to get stuff done during that time.
Well, no, the DMV is closed in a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like the golf courses are opening in
Yeah, that
my
is
town,
true.
and they're all publicly owned.
Oh, interesting.
That is
The
a
parks
fair.
are all open, and they're all publicly owned. And
Okay,
those are the only things that are
parks.
opening.
Parks.
The
Here's
thing is that you can at least social distance at parks.
that's the thing. Yeah.
But
and
a
Yeah,
lot of the
there's
national
social
parks-
distance at golf.
A lot of the national parks are actually remained closed.
they're reopening them up. I think May 1st. I think that's what people were saying that they're going to
I
reopen.
know Atlanta's being ridiculed to death by a lot of people. For
Oh, I
opening
hope
up barber
Atlanta
shops.
turns. I hope that Georgia turns out so well.
Me too. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I'm
Just
hoping
because
that we can.
everyone's ripping on the dude, the
Well,
governor.
Let's
Dude,
see what
everybody
happens.
was
Well, they're kind of like
on
the
the-
guinea pigs. I'd rather it be like a different state doing it right now, just in
Oh,
case.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm glad. Duval tried the beaches and opened them up, and I hate that the media absolutely lied about it.
Okay.
Because they were using photos from pretty much last summer at the piers, or at Jacksonville Pier and Jacksonville Beach, where the beaches were crowded in the summertime. When if you saw live photos from the beach and the beach cam and everything at the beach in Jacksonville,
There's like
the
6
beaches were
people.
pretty much there's like 6 people,
Well, okay. Interesting.
And they're
then
all like
everybody-
150 feet away from each other.
and everybody's calling like Floridians and Jacksonvillians dumbasses and how they're all gonna get sick and let them die. And yet these are people who are just going on their daily beach run or surfing, and they're like way far away from everyone else. And then I'm just like, these people are just vibing on their daily routines. They're trying to get their 3 hours of surfing in. Let them live, god damn it.
I hope. Yeah. Okay. That at least gives me. I mean, I think that's interesting. I didn't hear that till now, but
We'll know in a couple. We'll know in like a week because Georgia opened about a week ago or something.
Yeah, we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
they did.
Yeah.
So we'll know in about a week when they get tested.
Oh my
man.
gosh, I keep forgetting they did open they opened up on Sunday. So like half a week ago.
Okay, so
it's
in a
not-
week
and
and a
it's not
half.
Oh, also, I remember Alaska was talking about, they were talking about how they opened up restaurants. But the thing is that they can only be at 25% occupancy.
Oh yeah, I
Everybody
heard
in the
this.
restaurant has to be wearing a mask. And you can only eat with people who live in your house.
How are you supposed to eat if you have a mask on?
That's what I'm wondering too.
Oh, wait, no, never
yeah.
mind.
just like, no, I'll just
Just like phase through the mask.
yeah, bro.
I think IHOP should open because they're their own government, right?
What?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
already
you know what?
house of pancakes.
Dang, you're right.
I feel like Waffle House should open, though. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, come on.
A little virus can't hurt.
With the amount of
Waffle House.
coke that
Yeah.
goes through Waffle Houses, a little COVID-19 can't hurt.
If you go there on a regular basis, you'll probably have like a very strong immune system at the.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You're already immune. I'm convinced that I had it
Why?
because in February I was sent home from school with flu-like symptoms,
Oh.
even though they had no flu tests.
Shit.
And I was sent home with a fever and all this kind of stuff.
They
All the
sent you
symptoms
home.
of COVID. And then 4 days later, I was over it.
Do you know what?
Give me your blood, Alec.
I'm still trying to piece together how this all just hit us all in like 1 week's time. It was the week before spring break. I was still trying to figure out what I was gonna do over spring break, and I had like just gotten back from spending my weekend at my girlfriend's house with their family, and I was just like, oh god, what am I gonna do for spring break? And then all of a sudden I hear campus is closed. I'm like, guess I'm going home.
Yeah, everything just escalated so damn quickly.
I mean, it went from one case in the entire state of Florida to there's a case in your county in about 4 days.
Yeah, God. Yeah, I think Illinois is up to like 40K now or something like that.
40.
I don't even follow the news anymore. It's just kind of
Me neither.
depressing.
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of
just sick of it.
stress-
I don't want to hear it anymore.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's exhausting going through all that. You know
It's
what I
the
mean?
same crap.
Like, I mean, obviously
You
you
know
got to be
they moved that Navy ship out of New York Harbor?
They did.
Oh yeah. that's
Yep,
right.
because guess what? Not all the hospital beds are filled like everyone said they were going to be.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It cost them like, I think they were talking about how much it cost to get the ship there, everything set up, and to service the people on it, and it cost like over $1 million per patient.
That's a good sign though. If it's not being all used
Small price to pay for patient.
for patients. No, if they're not using it, that's a good sign. Hopefully that things could be. I'm just hoping we're going to get normalcy by at least summer.
I think once the weather starts getting nice, I don't think people have a chance. I don't think the government has a chance of keeping people inside.
They really don't. You see this with Florida.
Yeah. Also, coronavirus protesters for whatever reason too. I was watching a bit. Sorry.
You see, a lot of people call them idiots, but at least I can understand where they're coming from.
I mean, I understand some people who are like lost their jobs and stuff, and they're feeling lost. But at the same time, though, I mean, there's some people.
There are a lot of people who are absolutely being royally fucked right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say
Yeah.
too. I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to say like I mean, some of them like lost their jobs, and I can understand they feel like lost right now. But like, but like 90% of them are like complete idiots, and they're like, I think like some dude like listed out that he was a 9/11 like. I was watching the recent critical video about like he was talking about these coronavirus protesters. I don't know if you guys seen it,
No.
but some dude he like within like a 5-minute span he admitted that I think like he thought like 9/11 was an inside job. Then he also thought that like vaccines were a poison, and then he I think had like 2 people cough on him because he asked like one of the protesters to cough on. It was like ridiculous. I was like, wow.
That's because I think the media goes out there and tries to find the biggest idiot they can.
That is fair.
But
That is
this
very-
dude, no, the dude he was reviewing actually was like an independent, like completely independent journalist. I can pull up the video right now. Let me just
Can you pull that up, Jamie?
give me a sec.
Like I feel like any criticism right now is kind of like any legitimate criticism is kind of like is kind of dwarfed by all these people like wanting to get haircuts.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like there's legitimate complaints about the lockdown, but it seems like everyone wants to focus on the people that just want haircuts and
or yeah.
want to eat at Chili's or something.
Hold on.
Well, they can take whatever they want as long as they don't take my chilies.
I mean, you can
Dude,
always.
Chili's delivers margaritas
No way.
at select locations. Yes, they do.
That's kind of cool.
Did you see that house party that happened in Chicago over the weekend?
What happened with
What?
that?
Oh, I
No.
kind of heard about that.
There was a
I don't-
1,000-person house party.
Oof.
Ooh. Ooh.
And Lori Lightfoot got pissy.
I mean, a 1,000-person
Dude,
house party.
Dude,
with...
if you even breathe within a 5-foot distance of someone, Lori Lightfoot is going to be there, 5'3" and all, yelling at you.
Did you know she was going around Chicago,
Yes, I
like
do.
in her car, telling people to stay inside?
That's hilarious.
And people were yelling like "fuck you, Lori," right out their windows as she was telling them to stay inside. I'd be like, I'd probably have the same reaction if somebody was going around telling me to stay inside.
I mean, if you're on your walk, I
absolutely-
don't think like you should be yelled at. I mean,
I think it was a little ridiculous to close down Chicago's lakefront. In all honesty,
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a slippery slope.
yeah.
I
I mean, like Navy Pier and like a lot of like the other touristy places like Museum Campus or like maybe the more popular locations on the lakefront. I
The
can see
bean is
closed.
closed.
Yeah, I could see that being closed.
Yeah, bean will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You have time to
How
clean
do you
it.
close the bean?
I don't know. I guess you have police guarding it.
How do you clean the? Do they Windex the bean? They like
Dude.
get one dude out there to climb all over it with some like muffs on and just Windex the whole thing.
Didn't we plan to do that in one of the Locker Banks episodes that we're gonna go and Windex the
The
bean or
creator of the
something?
bean is he is an absolute asshole.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Yeah, he's
Why would
like,
you-
Dude, one, he hates people calling it the bean, and two, he trademarked Vanta Black and made it so he was the only person that could use it.
What? Why?
Yeah.
dude in retaliation made his like own version of pink and made sure everyone was able to use it except for him, except for the guy that made the bean.
That's nice.
And then that dude also made a version that was of it was like a shade of black that was like one hue lighter than Vanta Black, and it was like way less toxic to make and way cheaper to buy, and made it so everybody could use it but him as well.
If someone did that, yeah, that he deserves it.
I think his name on.
You can't
I think
use my color.
I think everyone should call him Bean Man. I think that'd piss him off.
Bean Man.
Hey, look, it's Bean Man. He's walking around in the street.
Bean Man's gonna get beaned. I don't want to call him Mr. Bean because Mr.
The
Bean's a
creator
fucking
of the
legend.
bean is an extremely petty Instagram feud.
Wait, well, what's his Insta?
His name is Anish Kapoor. I don't think he's posted since 2015. And Stuart Semple has been the guy who has been messing with Kapoor.
Bro, I just
He made
disconnected.
he made the world's pinkest pink and said anybody can use it except Kapoor, who, according to Semple, won't even share his black.
Anish Kapoor.
One
Oh,
of the
okay.
big draws to the world's pinkest pink is that it goes bonkers under a black light. Seemingly further
He posted 200 weeks ago,
Yeah, it's been a while.
and all the comments are just Bean.
Dude, have you seen? Dude,
And they're just capital B space E space A space N space.
Dude, you guys see his website?
I
It's
would
just,
be
dude, his
surprised
website's
if
even
he
more
didn't
hilarious.
like
Hold on, I'm sending it in the chat. It's just like a bunch of random links. It's hilarious. You gotta,
Is this his website?
yeah, you gotta look at his website. Like I don't know what this is.
Bean Man.
Bean Man.
I have a feeling this is gonna give me like malware.
Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah, I
not.
have a phone. Okay.
Yeah, this is good. This is 100%. Yeah, let's see his works. Oh, double S curve. I love when artists name their work untitled. Oh my god, this is.
Untitled
How is this
Princess
in a
Carolyn
museum?
Concept.
This is just a cut of rock.
Wait.
I've seen this in like. I could buy this honestly. Like, I could make this
Wait, what
for
is
like
this?
under $20. It's just smooth. It looks like smooth quartz, but apparently it's onyx.
Wait, what is
which
this?
I
What is this
don't-
art piece called?
It's called Untitled.
What is the bean actually called?
Cloudgate.
Okay. Yo, Oliver, you're like voice,
If you had
voice
watched
quality
episode
kind of.
2 of Checking Out Chicago, Alec,
What?
you would know this.
Your voice quality went down for some reason.
Oh, I disconnected for like 10
Oh, okay.
seconds. Or like half a minute, so that might be why.
Okay, no worries.
About a week ago.
We could go.
Oh my god, the wind is loud too.
Yeah,
I think my
it's
basement's just freaky.
one of our friend's basement flooded, unfortunately, because of these rains.
I'll just get a bucket.
Yeah, I'm just gonna switch to my phone.
I know worries.
Alright.
I'll be back.
So, Anish Kapoor needs to work on his website design because, oh my goodness, I think Two
It's so
Studios
bad.
is a better one.
I will. How about I will? I can.
He needs to go to GoDaddy.com.
Yeah, he does.
He needs to go to WordPress, guys.
You know what I absolutely love? I love scammers. Especially coronavirus mask scammers. People who tried to peddle N95 respirators, but they weren't.
Wait, hold on. Do you mean like people who upsell like that sort of thing? They'll like buy it all. That's...
No. Like people who are actually selling masks that they claim are N95, but
They're
they are
not.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
So I guess that looped us back into talking about the Chinese government again because the company did that.
Wow, that's it.
Once again, we are banned in China.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's okay. All you got to do is post a picture of Hermione Granger, and you're banned in Iran.
Wait, what? Explain this.
Context.
Yeah, I need the context for this.
The Iranian government bans photos of women's faces as well as magic.
Oh,
Okay,
that's right.
I
Yeah,
guess we're banned in Iran then.
that goes back to what you said about Infinity War. It's about things banned in Iran, magic, and Battlefield 3.
That's a blast from the past.
I know. I had to bring it up because technically, this was 2 years ago. Yeah, damn, senior year was 2 years ago, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Who
Is it
would've
weird
thought?
that college is half over?
Yeah, God,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Dude,
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I guess. Yeah, if you were to think about
Yeah.
Well, if it's online next semester, I might take it off, so it might be a little bit. I'm a
same
little bit
here.
under halfway off, so who knows?
Yeah, if it's online, I'm just finishing up my gen eds in a part-time situation, but if it's
That's
not,
probably what I'll do.
it. I
I
don't
kind
know.
of hope it doesn't.
I really hope it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah,
I enjoyed my daily routine of living in small town Florida, and I can assume that you guys also really love your daily routine.
Even though I go to a
Yeah.
community college, I
Well,
do miss.
just that's about to change for you soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
I miss commuting, to be honest.
That's
Like,
me too. Yeah, I do miss the
Yeah.
commute. I miss my
Well,
engineering
I guess
homies.
I don't really have a commute. Nor
Yeah.
does Alec.
I mean, yeah, you and I think, you and Alec don't. I think, right? You guys don't. Really,
Alec and I miss the vibe.
the vibe. Yeah. But I do want to transfer out already. You know.
Yeah, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh,
actually, I
just
don't
if you
feel
go to
that.
U of I, you'll be like less than an hour away from
I
me.
know. Yeah, and same with Mike too. So I can totally visit you guys whenever I want.
Yeah, so we can hang out.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So
Make a
I'm
little 2-minute moment down at college.
2-minute moment.
Yeah.
2-minute moment. This is a certified 2 minutes.
Wow. We should use that. We should actually use that as like a.
2-minute
We
moment.
should use that.
This is its.
Like whatever.
Get that on a trademark. This is
It's just a certified 2 minutes moment.
Screw you, Anish Kapoor. I'm trademarking this right now before you can.
when Ogden 6 gets turned into a Costco because I bought the land. This is a
Bro, I'm so
certified-
sad that I might not be able to see a movie there anymore.
Is it confirmed?
It's like the only theater I'll go to anymore.
Did it
Well,
it
Tinseltown, I'll go to there.
Yeah.
did it actually happen? Hold on, Ogden 6.
As Bob Dylan always said, famously, the times they are a-changing.
They are.
Like, I was planning on seeing one last movie at Ogden 6, but now that this whole, like, coronavirus situation
That's what I'm
is
worried
happening,
too.
I
This
don't
could be
think
the.
I will.
That's what I'm worried about. This could be the final nail in the coffin because they're closed right now. But
This could be
My
a final
last-
nail in the coffin for a lot of different businesses, and I absolutely hate that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks.
Like, any little arcade that is out there, oh no.
Yeah, they're gone.
Like, if Galloping Ghost goes under, I am going to be so sad.
Yeah, that was a fun place. I remember going there.
I've never been
Yeah.
there.
It's fun.
Really.
I've been there once.
I went there like 3 or 4 times. I can't remember, but it was always a fun time for me.
It was fun. Yeah.
It's a vibe.
People are talking about, like, online work and online classes being, like, kind of like the new normal, but I kind of have to disagree. I think
I
once
don't-
once we can go back in person, I think we're just going to go back, like, permanently.
Like, there is no way that you can place the in feeling of a classroom or a lab. Or
Well, especially with
wherever you work.
with my major in particular, it's really hard to do like an online
Yeah,
thing.
same
Like
with mine
I'm in
as
a
well.
I'm in a production design class, and I was supposed to build a set, but now I have to do that all online, which is
Yeah.
gonna
Let's
be a
do. What are you
lot
gonna do? Like.
I mean, I'm in a marine biology class right now, and I was supposed to be looking at like dolphin skulls and like going out on the beach and like analyzing different like soil samples, and nope, not anymore.
yeah.
Exactly. I think like when it
Good
comes
luck doing marine biology from
Like,
Illinois.
all my robotic stuff got canceled, so I can't even work on that anymore, which sucks. And the thing that sucks is that like my NASA robotics competition, I don't know if I can go to that because like last year it got canceled because of the whole government shutdown. Now this year it got canceled because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
It sucks. And you know,
Wasn't
that's
it
more
supposed to be in Daytona last year, Otis?
No, it was supposed to be in Cape Canaveral. It was supposed to happen at NASA, you know, the headquarters.
Oh, it was supposed to happen at Kennedy?
Yeah.
Damn. I would have driven down there for that.
Yeah, that'd been awesome
Somehow,
if you came
some way.
to yeah. But I'm still really disappointed that got canceled.
Yeah, no. This whole... Dude, this thing is going to change the entire world forever, but... I mean, people are still going to want to live in, you know...
I think we'll be back to normal. I mean, do I agree
I'm
that...
still kind of positive that things will start changing for the better soon.
I
Yeah,
mean, I am
hopefully.
too, but there's going to be a new normal.
Yeah, but
there is definitely.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, I'm not saying like all on. I mean, like Oliver said, I don't think it's gonna be like, oh, everyone's gonna be all online now. But
I don't think it's going to be drastically different, though.
Yeah, I think.
right.
Yeah.
There will still be a new normal. You will
We're
see.
definitely gonna wear masks more when we're sick, and we still have to go to like school or stuff.
I think
Like, you know, you
masks-
can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think masks are going to become more fashionable, and people are like, you know how in Asia masks are like, kind of like a thing that people wear normally.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here in America, like in the past couple of years, like hypebeasts started wearing them too.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
feel like people are just going to start wearing them for the hell of it now.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking too. Yeah, I've been seeing more designer masks, and also Alex sending his rant about that one dude wearing a designer mask, ordering like.
Oh,
Louis
yeah.
V mask.
Yeah, you were.
Louis V mask to show everyone else during quarantine that they're poor.
I mean, I don't know, bro.
Supreme going to drop their mask. So
Bro.
that way there can be scalpers online selling Supreme masks for like $2,500.
I'm still waiting for my Supreme burner phone, which I ordered like 3 years ago.
I'm still waiting for
My Soulja Boy.
I'm still waiting for my 250,000 Supreme bricks to come to my doorstep.
I wonder if you could build a house out of Supreme bricks.
Dude.
Someone was trying to sell like a whole ton of Supreme bricks, like 2,000 of them for like $250,000.
Jesus.
If I was rich enough, I'd build a house out of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, same.
Same.
I just paved the like my back patio with them.
Dude, I want Supreme concrete. They should do that next.
Supreme concrete.
Liquid.
Like every time you put the concrete, it'll be like a perfect pattern of Supreme.
So is
Wouldn't they
anybody
just
here
have to
watch-
stamp the Supreme logo into it while it's drying?
I guess. They'll have special people who'll help you do that.
Do you guys
I can just do that with any concrete.
Dude,
No.
don't worry. They'll just bring their like team of hype beasts, and they'll all like put the concrete together.
Do you guys just like miss normal things? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
honestly, I know we were talking about Chili's as a meme, but like I miss sit down restaurants.
Oh, I do too.
I miss TGI Fridays.
Dude,
I'm
I
going
just
to drive-throughs a lot though, but that's just the way it is, I guess.
I miss talking to people in person.
yes.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Me too.
That isn't my family.
That isn't my family. Yeah, that I miss talking.
Okay. That isn't my family and my little brother's girlfriend that occasionally comes over.
Wow, that sounds like a really. Yeah,
I mean,
rip Alec.
You should make sure that she drinks, bleach before she comes into the house to make sure
Oh
that she's
my-
properly sanitized.
Oh my god, I love that. Like, if you actually think the president said inject Lysol, you're clinically
I
like-
know, bro. I really
like that's
Sure.
natural selection. If you think the president told you to inject Lysol, go for it.
because apparently some people were like literally like in Illinois. Apparently, I saw the news that like the poison center said that like their cases actually went up because people were trying to actually inject Lysol or.
Excuse me, what? People felt.
Yes, people. Well, I mean, I don't think as a president you should be making fucking comments like that, but like, yeah, people.
He didn't say inject Lysol.
I mean, he said something about a disinfectant or whatever, and you know, people were like, "Oh, let's."
He says the disinfectants kill it. Is there anything we can do to? And he was like spitballing. He was like, "Is there anything we can do to help? Or is there anything these disinfectants can do to help get rid of it in people?" And people took that as inject yourself with Lysol.
And yeah, people did
I
that.
just hate the state of politics in 2020. It is just like I cannot side with anyone. There is no one with decent mind out there. And honestly, it's just killed any drive to go into politics or look into
Just watch
politics anymore.
C-SPAN.
No.
No anchors or anything.
No. I do not want to watch C-SPAN. I'm sorry, I will lose brain cells even faster than watching like CNN or MSNBC or whatever.
Have you watched those compilations of like people calling into C-SPAN?
No, I haven't.
They're hilarious.
Can you guys explain to me what C-SPAN is? I'm a bit out of the loop. I'm sorry. I heard of it, but I just don't know.
C-SPAN
is
Go ahead.
Go, Alec. You're more qualified.
Nah, you go for it.
No. You're like
Damn, if you guys were in person right now, you two should kiss. Anyway.
C-SPAN is like, it's basically public programming for government, sorta.
Okay.
And there's not really anchors. They don't really do opinion stuff, but they do have people call on occasionally.
Oh, okay.
That's their opinions.
Yeah, that's their opinions. But like otherwise, they'll just literally video record the House of Representatives or crap like that, so you can actually see what's going on without any dumbass getting in the way.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's just straight, literally like press recording.
It's like straight what's happening. It's not like somebody telling you what's happening. It's literally just what's happening.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it touts itself on gavel-to-gavel live coverage of U.S. Congress.
So speaking of government things, I was going through my cash and I was looking through my pennies, and I found a wheat penny from 1911.
Ooh, nice.
It is man, it's not in good condition at all, but I mean, how many things do you know last from 1911?
I was just playing Stratego from 1960.
That's pretty old, but I don't think it's 1911 old.
I have a book that I bought
you have
from
a
the
book?
town that I go to college in.
Wow.
As a book.
Whoa,
That is
bro.
laws and ordinances from 1898 in the town that my college is in.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it says a bunch of un-PC stuff.
Bro, that's based.
Based on what?
Based 1898 book. No, but it says like if there's a Neanderthal outside your house and stuff like that.
Jesus Christ.
Neanderthal? You mean like the prehistoric humans? Dang, they were prepping.
They were prepping.
Y'all realize that 2012 blocked so 2020 could run?
Oh yeah,
That's true.
definitely.
I agree.
There are some times where I just wonder what life is going to be like in 6 months, and 6 months ago I did not predict this happening.
Me too. I remember like when I was just talking about this with my friends, we just joked about a quarantine happening, and then now it's actually happening soon.
I mean, literally, like,
Well,
2 months ago. 2 months ago, I was excited to be going to Vegas right after my semester ended. I was supposed to be going to Las Vegas on Monday.
Yeah, I think it was really cool. We were, I think, making the finishing touches for our robots for our next robotics competition, and then eventually just all that just went. Got all of those competitions just canceled within like a day or two. It really sucks.
Pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be
I mean,
traveling a whole lot.
I mean, do you guys? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, like, do you guys? I mean, yeah. I mean, I always think about that. Like, what would life be like if we didn't have this virus happening? You know what I mean?
Pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, I think, yeah, I just hope we return to some sense of normalcy soon. You know, I want to see you guys. I want to see like my other friends too.
If we don't, I think people are just gonna force it.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna get to the point. If it doesn't end soon, I think it's gonna get to the point where a bunch of businesses are gonna be like, "Nah, screw this. We can't." There's gonna be a ton of lawsuits.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, there's already 2 right now in Illinois against J.B. Pritzker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because he closed down the whole state, and there's counties that have no cases.
I keep forgetting about that. That there are counties in Illinois with absolutely no cases, or like very minimal cases.
You keep forgetting that Illinois isn't Chicago and the 100 miles around it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's I mean, especially with like what people were just saying. Yeah.
And he, in a press conference, he laughed at somebody when they asked if he would open a county with no cases.
Ooh.
That sounds
And I
like
was like-
JB for you.
And I was like, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen. And of course, he doesn't care because he's got his own personal chef.
Really, he's got his own personal chef. I can't see it.
I mean, I think that they're doing what they have to do, but like it does feel kind of like it's.
They
I
should
mean,
just like open like by region, to be honest.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
too.
totally.
Yeah.
I
They should have. When it came into Chicago, they should have just closed down everything in Cook County. Kept it
Yeah.
contained.
I think they should have kept it closed down in the counties that bordered Cook County
Mhm.
as well. But I mean, Cook County's Cook County, and Cook County is like arguably the worst county when it comes to county government.
Well, when you if you look at the county map of Illinois, it comes down to the fact that Cook County is the hub, and then it gets less and less the further you get from Cook County.
Yeah. So. I don't
It's
know. We'll
called
see. I just hope.
Chicago and then Iowa surrounding it.
I do. I mean, I don't know. Maybe time will tell if Georgia reopening is a bad idea. But I hope people if people can get back to normal there with minimal cases or whatever, then hopefully then we can reopen by June.
I just want sake.
I want to shake too.
And you know what? On that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up for this episode
Yeah.
of the broadcast.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate. We appreciate
We love
anyone who's been
you all.
watching this. I think.
All.
What?
We love you all.
We love you all. I think this podcast. I mean, I guess I should bring this up too. I think this podcast has been doing. I mean, in terms of numbers, I think it's doing it better than we were expecting it to be. So we appreciate anyone who's tuning in, and
We appreciate, yeah.
So we
We
appreciate.
also there might be some updates on the scheduling in for the future, especially when things start opening up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep everyone posted on that.
We'll let you
on
know.
our social media and with the broadcast as well.
Yep. And I think on that note, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and hope you guys have a good one.
See you.
Bye.
Adios.